Get our straw up in here. Go lay down the bedding for the cows so that they'll have that. Yeah. I'm not really looking forward to messing with those big bales, but I'm going to use the big baler at least for this first beginning. I might get rid of the big baler because financially, if I turn that in and switch over to the in-game size bales, then I'm gonna come out ahead, I think, and it's gonna be easier to handle because those big bales are just ridiculous. Yeah, filling up nicely back there. This is a nice tractor. Can't really afford to trade it in for anything, so even if I didn't like it, it wouldn't really matter too much, now would it? Yeah, it really feels like we're starting out afresh, only with a whole lot of equipment. 30,000 doesn't really buy you much. In fact, we don't even have 30,000 anymore. Notice how slow the wheat's going up. Straw, yeah. You're seeing the effects of the yield out here. Okay, I think that's all of that. I'm definitely thinking I'm going to cut this grass along the edge here, and will you make use of that? It's 76% with the. He's probably going to be going down the back side when he's full, which is going to be annoying, but I only do so much right now. And this is what I'm choosing to do. Once I get a full trailer of wheat straw, then anything about other things. Yeah, there he goes. Going back the other way, 81%. Bugger. All right, well, we're at 60% with our straw. That's good. So this should allow us to take care of the bedding for the sheep for a while. Oh, good grief. He's going to be at 100% before I get back. Oh, well. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, well. All right. I know some of you don't like the in-cab, but you know, this tractor doesn't have a bad cab at all. It's just a really nice cab. I can't afford the ones I spotlighted this week, so I'm just gonna have to deal with this older one. Still, you know, it could be worse. There goes the TerraTrack. It's now full. Okay, let's turn this baby around. Really wanted to fill this up before I went and switched tractors, but I'm thinking that's not going to happen. Call it a hunch. I know I can, of course, play the pickup of the product off of the harvester. I'll do that eventually. Wasn't done right off the bat because reasons. It's really all I got. 6, we're almost there. 98. 99. 100. Okay, turn it off. Now, go tractor. Yeah. kind of at the upper limits of what this John Deere can handle. It's really at the upper limits of what any of my tractors can handle when this Quantum is full. Which could mean I'm going to break one of my tractors. Whoop, there we go. But, what do you know, right? What can you do? I really can't afford to go buy one, so there you go. That's what you got to do. See, now this cab, compared to the other cab, not nearly as nice. I mean, the gauges don't work and stuff like that, but I mean, physically it looks like a nice... Just seems a little bit busy up there on the dash. All right, let's get this wheat. There we go. Excellent. Still got a good bit of field left. So this is what, the third unloading? And just, I mean, this is the third unloading, and we're maybe halfway done with this field. Maybe. That's pretty substantial when you think about it. Bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess we're a little over halfway. Yeah, it looks like we're a little over halfway done with this field. That's still, I mean, that's a lot of wheat on that field. I mean, that's got to be at least double the size, if not even bigger than the field we had in Appalachia. It's crazy, just crazy. I just have to be careful here because there's a little steep jump right there. See? I just don't want to send my tractor into space. I don't need a space tractor. I know some of you are like, wow, this is a boring episode. Why don't we go explore? Well, partially because I happen to know, from having played around on Duke's map before, if I go off exploring, one, I'm going to get lost, and two, I've lost fields of crop before because I've been so busy off exploring his map that I forget that I need to come back here and harvest these fields. So we're going to play it safe here. I know some of you can be like, ugh, ew, playing it safe. But, you know, that's the way I'm going to do it. Alright, here you go, cows. Have some of that. Makes them a little bit happier. Excellent. That lightens the load on the tractor as well. Not completely, mind you, but enough. Alright, so I can put some of it in there into the niche station, but I can also use it over here on the lambs, I think, to feed the lambs. Which is good. We can get lamb production going, I think. Yes, I can. Not a heck of a lot, but it's a little bit more discharged for the lambs. Yes. So the next lamb in 19 days and 18 hours. Wow. Interesting lamb flow chart. Okay, now I think we'll try to put the rest of this in the mesh station. Just have the mesh station ready. I need to move that forward, but we'll find out. I might be able to get it around the Ford. Maybe. Okay, maybe not, but whatever. Straw not accepted. I thought straw was accepted there. Oh, okay. Get this guy out of the way. Alright. Swear, straw was accepted as part of this mesh station thing, right? Yeah, I knew it was. Fill up the straw silo. Alright, let's check and look at that. Okay, so we can definitely bring in more straw. We'll do that. Oh, do we need straw in here? Yeah, okay. So I need to bring straw in there as well. Well, that gives me something to do now, doesn't it? Along with going and helping that class Terra track again. See, busy. If I courseplay this, I wouldn't have this problem. Okay. Yeah. So as I was saying about the lag and the issues I'm having with my hard drive. So the fraps really hurts the hard drives after a while, and it does necessitate not constant replacement, but you have to be really careful with the hard drive. I have not been careful at all with my hard drives, and I've actually done some damage to the hard drive again, which isn't optimal in any way, shape, or form. So I've decided I have to do something. I've got to keep fraps because there are some games that can only really be recorded properly with fraps. Because fraps can record up to 60 FPS, so 60 frames per second. I only record 30 frames per second because that's all YouTube really can handle. But if and when I play a game that is a 120 FPS game, I'm driving here for now. If I play a game that's a 120 FPS game, fraps can record at 60 FPS. And then I don't see the screen tearing, which is weird artifacts on the screen. But I also need to switch to something that's lighter on my machine overall, and that's a hardware solution. Stocko uses AverMedia. I'm torn on AverMedia versus Blackmagic. I had bad luck with AverMedia at one time, but everybody else seems to do just fine with AverMedia, so it does make me wonder if it was a bad card, which would not surprise me. I mean, with any card-based solution, one thing being wrong can really damage the card. I can record Farm Sim all day long at 30 FPS, which is the best AverMedia can do. Because, well, that's what I record in right now for fraps. So I'm really thinking. I keep being of two minds. I'll say no, I'm not going to do AverMedia, and then I'm like, but I could do AverMedia. Blackjack is a different story. Blackjack can record 60 FPS at 1080. But Blackjack is more industry grade than you would get out of Avermedia. But that also means it's a little bit more difficult of a creature. DxTory is a software solution that I've looked at, and it's not going to work for me, so that's fortunately off the table. But I'm going to have to do something because I can't keep beating up hard drives like this. So you will notice weird spikes and things as my hard drive is slowly trying to kill itself. I am working on solutions. I promise. One of these days, I will have a solution. Alright, there was that. So then we can collect straw and fill up that bunker over there. We'll fill up the little cow shed as well, which is good. We'll have the cows all taken care of. Well, not really. They still need milk, but whatever. Here we go. How much wheat do we have already? Ooh, wow. You know, I wasn't expecting that much wheat, but we're not even done yet, and that's 57,000 liters of wheat. That's a lot of wheat. I can get behind that. I can definitely get behind that as our wheat levels. So if we produce similar amounts with barley, we're definitely going to be okay, I think. I think I'm going to have to empty him one more time before he's done, but I don't know. I just don't know. And we got huge amounts of straw we got to get collected too, which is always going to be interesting. Especially since none of these tractors technically can really haul the class when it is fully loaded. That's always nice. Just makes it more difficult, I guess. It's like the difficulty bonus. All right. So this is really where we're starting. We're starting with these two fields. I won't mess with the oat and the soybean field off screen. I might cover off the barley field because it's repeating this on the barley field. But the oat and the soybean will probably wait for. I think I have to put oat and soybean on that Flygle trailer so I can actually use it, which I need to make a note of. And then next time we should have the rest of our equipment back. We won't have our Kenworth, of course, because it has gone to the graveyard of semi-trucks, which is kind of sad, but it just means we're going to have to look at what else we're going to have to get. Might have to get a Signa Uno for a little bit and just use the tractors and tow it around. Don't really want to go out on the road with that, but if we can scrape along with our $29,000, I don't know how we're going to do that. It's probably not going to work. We're going to have to probably going to have to take out a loan. I really don't want to take out a loan, but we're probably going to have to take out a loan to go buy a semi-cab. Or, I mean, I guess we can take stuff with the Flygle in the short term anyway. Not really high on my want to do it list, but sometimes you just got to make do, right? Right. Some of you are like, no, and I'm like, yeah, well, too bad. All right, so yeah, not much more to show you. We're here in Colorado, large fields, long vistas, a lot of work. We just have our 4 fields right now, but our end game is to have enough money that we can pick up a nice small farm in Europe somewhere. Because the missus wants to move to Europe. And, you know, now she's tried the whole go home thing and realized that going home is not what it's all cracked up to be. And we're back out here in the wider open spaces, just to see what we can see, I guess. Try out working for somebody, in a way. I mean, we do get a payout off of it. Yeah. We have to pay a percentage of our take to the guys up in New York, but more basically it's mainly our money. But we pay a fixed percentage of our income. Each harvest sale goes to them, and yeah, we'll just we'll have to deal with that. We'll have to remember to pay our payments every sale. Or after every sale, anyway. Not at the sale. We write out a check afterward. But anyway, yeah. So here we are. I'm gonna try to figure out how much we need to go to Europe. I'm thinking it's going to be a cool couple $1 million, if not more. And I'm thinking more because we'd have to buy all new equipment over there. I mean, obviously, you know, that 345B wouldn't exactly fit in like the narrow pathways in, like, I don't know, Scotland or something like that. Maybe out in some areas it would fit, but not all of them. And you know, the missus is probably going to want to move someplace that she finds interesting, which is going to, means it's going to be out in the middle, it's going to be not out in the middle of nowhere, because we've been out in the middle of nowhere quite a bit. Woo! Stunt tractor. I gotta go get that guy's stuff. Alright, so what are we doing with this? Whee! Yeah, I know. I'm gonna break the tractor, but why not, right? I've already broken the semi-truck. Why not break the tractor too? Alright, we need to get this right there. Let's see if I can make... You know, the easiest way to fix this is just get the Ford and pull that Massey out of the way. I should have supervised the boys, but I was driving the Kenworth, so I couldn't really supervise the boys. Unloaded everything here. Go out of the way. All right, let's see if I can make this turn without knackering it up too bad. All right, gonna drop our straw off. There we go. There's a little bit of straw, not much, mind you, but a little bit. Now we'll dump the rest of it in the meat station. I don't think I'll drop all the straw in the meat station, but I'm going to drop a good bit of it. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at it filling up there. We'll fill it all the way up. No, but we're going to get really close. Yeah, that's really close. All right. Well, that's good. All right, let's collapse the construction there. Because those are filled up, and I'm thinking the next step is filling something else up. All right. Oh my goodness. He's still not anywhere near done with, well, he is near done with the field. Wow. It's a lot of wheat. That's good. That's good. That means we've got plenty to sell. We'll probably need to get some big trailers. So we'll have to look at that. Depending on how badly the tow hits us in the pocketbook, we'll figure out. Yeah, we'll figure out what we're gonna do. So let's just look and see. Oh, not there. Wheat. Farm shop or freight yard. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the farm shop or the freight yard. I'm going to have to find out where those are. Presumably they're somewhere. I'll have to look. Alright, there's another load, and it looks like he'll need 4 more passes to finish. Looks like he can do that. I think he can do that in one last run. That's good. So I think we'll stop here. We've basically done one field. It's given us, I'm going to say, just a shave under 70,000 liters of wheat. So what is that? I'm trying to do the math in my head. I'm failing royally. We're still going to get a pretty penny. I mean, we're going to get a good bit of money. We're not going to be able to buy a, new semi off of what we're going to get, but it's not like we're going to be, dead empty broke, which is good. We want to be really careful. The last thing I really want to see is like single digits down there, because that would be really bad. Yeah, and I'll figure out what kind of money, and you guys can help too, what kind of money we need to move to Europe. You can kind of give me an idea. We're going to move to Europe. We're going to buy a farm, nice small farm, and new equipment. We have to buy all new equipment because we're not shipping anything over there other than our household goods. So you guys are going to have to, you guys can think about that. I'm going to think about that as well. We'll come up with a number that we like. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be several episodes worth of work, if not many episodes worth of work. All right. So we'll stop there this episode while we're still harvesting the wheat field. After that, I'm going to send him over to the barley field to work the barley field. I'm going to collect some straw, chaff some straw. We'll dump that in the various bins over there, just to have it ready. I'm going to shoot the rooster in the head, and yeah, I won't harvest the soybean or the oats until next episode. Hopefully they'll be ready by then. So until then, this has been DerTebbers. We're playing Farming Simulator 2013 here in what we're calling Colorado. It is the Duke farming map. The link is down below to his website. You can pick up the map and a pack of things to play on his map with. Until next episode, bye.